Have you ever wondered why some people seem so ordinary, yet carry a depth of peace and wisdom that feels unfathomable? Or have you ever experienced a sudden insight, only to find yourself lost again in the noise of everyday life? Welcome back, friends, to our sanctuary of inner growth and spiritual reflection. This is your daily pit stop for the soul, and today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and revered texts in all of Buddhist teaching, the Shurangama Sutra. Today's video explores one of the most fascinating truths from this sacred scripture. Enlightenment can come in a single moment, but living that truth takes an entire lifetime. Together, we'll discover what this means, why it matters, and how you can begin to live a life aligned with this truth. Let's begin by understanding why the Shurangama Sutra is considered essential reading for every sincere spiritual practitioner. Unlike texts that remain cloaked in abstract metaphysics, this sutra doesn't just theorize about truth, it penetrates the very core of our human experience. It's not a book to be enshrined, it's a mirror to look into. It's a key, not for everyone, but for those who are ready to open the locked doors within themselves. Enlightenment, contrary to popular imagination, isn't always fireworks and mystical light. It's not reserved for cave-dwelling monks or sage-like gurus. Sometimes, it happens in the quietest of moments. Glance exchanged between strangers, question that pierces the heart, realization that brings a decade of suffering into focus. The sutra uses a beautiful analogy. As a finger points to the moon, you must not mistake the finger for the moon. The teachings guide you, but you must see for yourself. Have you ever walked down a street and suddenly understood why something hurt you for so long? Or perhaps sat alone on a silent night when a long-held obsession suddenly lost its grip on your heart? That very moment is what the sutra calls sudden enlightenment. But, and here lies the heart of today's message, that flash of insight is not the end of the path, it is the beginning. It's like the moon emerging from behind a cloud, visible for the first time, but requiring steady guidance to follow its path. Enlightenment, then, is the opening of the eyes, not the journey itself. The real work begins after the light breaks in. The sutra outlines a threefold path: ethics, concentration, and wisdom. First comes restraint, earning to govern your impulses and desires, like weeding a chaotic garden. Without this, the seeds of insight will never find fertile soil. Once the weeds are cleared, we cultivate stillness, deep meditation that allows the mind to settle like water in a glass. Only then can true wisdom emerge, not cleverness, but the kind of knowing that sees through illusion. Think of your own life. Have you ever been driven by intense desire, so much so that you sacrificed peace, dignity, even sanity to fulfill it? Maybe it was for love, approval, status, or material comfort. The sutra says, as long as the mind is governed by craving, true freedom is impossible. To let go does not mean to give up joy, but to surrender the belief that joy must come from possessing something. We often imagine enlightenment as something lofty or esoteric, but it is incredibly practical. It's about eating your food while actually tasting it, listening to a friend without mentally rehearsing your reply, walking under the sky without needing a destination. These ordinary moments are the actual gateways to awakening. Yet, this path is not smooth. The moment of awakening is easy, shedding years of accumulated conditioning is not. One day you realize, I should stop being reactive, and the next day you snap at your partner for no reason. Don't be discouraged. The sutra reminds us, transformation is sequential, not instantaneous. There's a story of a man who once chased money, romance, and social status with fervor, until life cracked him open. Betrayed by friends, bankrupt and emotionally broken, he stumbled into an old temple and saw 8 characters on a wall. A shattered illusion, returned to the light. He wept. That day, he vowed to stop looking outward for validation. He began to read scripture, sit in silence, and observe his mind. Decades passed. He didn't become a saint, but he became someone who smiled easily, spoke less, and radiated a strange peace. His awakening was a moment. His transformation was a life's work. Maybe you're going through heartbreak, illness, or loss. These too are invitations. Don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this here to teach me? Pain isn't punishment, it's a teacher. The sutra teaches, if you can turn your mind instead of turning away, you become like the Buddha, not because you avoid hardship, but because you awaken within it. Imagine sipping tea, not scrolling, not rushing, just drinking. In that moment, you're not just consuming a beverage, you're becoming present with your life. That's the path, that's the way. And so, we walk, moment by moment, returning to that flash of insight, not to chase it, but to live it. You might lose your way. You might fall back into old patterns. That's okay. The point isn't to be perfect. The point is to remember, to practice, to return. The Shurangama Sutra isn't asking you to withdraw from the world. It's asking you to meet the world without distortion, with ethics that come not from rules, but from compassion, with concentration that's not withdrawal, but presence, with wisdom that doesn't inflate the ego, but dissolves it. In the end, the sutra is telling us this. Don't wait for a temple, a teacher, or a miracle. The truth is not somewhere else. It's here, now, in this moment, and in every moment that follows, if you choose to live it. Thank you for walking with me through this deep and powerful truth. If today's reflection stirred something in you, I invite you to pause, to breathe, and to take even one small action in alignment with what you've seen today. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a moment that changed everything for you? Do you remember the exact instant when your eyes opened, even just a little? Share it in the comments. Your story could be the light someone else needs to see. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss another journey into the heart of wisdom. Until next time, stay mindful, stay open, and stay true to the path. Thank you for watching this video.